Hello, everyone. Welcome to the What If Izuku Had the Mask, Episode 2. Part 2. Technically, it's Part 3, but I did an Episode 0 because it's important to set the background. And, I'm not gonna lie to you. Batman's, after that, small exchange of Izuku just being a street kid. His parents care about him. But yeah, it's just how it be. But we last left off with Izuku sneaking back through his window, putting his bat away, and just rolling back up in the covers and passing out. Because it's he was only out for 2 hours and it was 12. It wasn't that bad. And the light turns on. And Izuku's mother and father were just waiting in the closet for him. And they're young man! And just start berating the fuck out of him. And it's oh, fuck, why? He's nice to his parents. And nice to other people. But, if you piss him off enough, he like anyone, he has a breaking point. Right? And, today was weird for him because he got shot at. And in all technicality, he got a couple months off. And he put 2 very big league criminals in prison. That's how he sees it. That's his body count of important people that he put in the hospital and jail. And he finds it funny. And they proceed to talk to him after they get their frustrations out. And it's been 15 minutes. And it's okay, so can I go back to sleep? Can I go to sleep now? And it's yes. Prick. You're grounded tomorrow. And it's taking your bat too. And it's fuck, no! And it's basically one of those situations to where, if Izuku was in the mask, he probably wouldn't do anything. And because he has cartoon bullshit, but he doesn't have the mask yet. So he's just kind of salty. And he's basically confined to his room without Wi-Fi, which, that sucks. But, yeah, no, after that day, hey, because he's so bored, when he gets his baseball bat back, he's all right, I'm going out. And it's because Izuku doesn't get any more money from people paying him to beat people's ass anymore. He doesn't get it because the place where he's sent is basically it's basically the boarding school, right? But it doesn't have housing. But more specifically, Izuku starts roaming at morning. Ass crack of dawn, because he always was an early riser. And for some reason never needed much sleep. An hour would do him. But in all reality, he's lazy and he likes sleeping triple the time. So he sleeps 3 hours. But well, sleep is in quotations for the last hour. He rolls in bed. And trying his damnedest to go back to sleep. Sometimes he could make 4. It depends, right? But, yeah, no, let's just say, any muggings that go on during the day go really bad. Like, because Izuku was like, he does this to let out the demons. Like, I don't know what else to say. He does this to fight people. That's it. He does it for fun. So, like, if there's people doing, like, very illegal shit, just like a kid with, like, shimmering green eyes and a pocket full of fucking powdered sand runs up, throws it into her eyes, and started beating the shit out of you. And, like, when Bruce Wayne comes home, Alfred is watching the news on the flat screen after, like, he gets there and he's like, "Sir?" And, like, Damian Wayne is there. Like, I'm pretty sure he's, like, well, like, the Robin at the moment in the comics. Which is, like, the same age as Izuku. And, like, apparently, Izuku's still doing it, like, during the day. Because, like, well, mom's pissing, like, not allowing me to do this at nighttime. Like, and, like, there aren't any camera footage, but, like, people who were being mugged literally said, this kid with emerald eyes threw, like, I think glass in someone's face and then proceeded to beat them with a bat and left. Like, like, and Damien's just like, what the fuck? It's like, Damien's confused because he wasn't out that night. He had, like, studying to do for a test. And it's like, and Bruce is just like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. How? To be all honest, Brain is just, like, surprised. He's like, he literally did this. Like, I thought he was done. I thought this was a one-time thing. Why the fuck is he doing it during the day now? Like, that is basically the sentiment, right? And, like, vague descriptions of Izuku are, like, going around. And it, like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Since, like, Joker got his ass beat by the same kid, Commissioner Gordon's kind of like, what the fuck? Huh? Who the fuck is this? Why is there a child beating up on grown-ass men? The fuck? He isn't Robin. The fuck is this? Like, that's basically, like, what's happening. He's trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. So, like, when it comes down to Izuku, it is fucking strange. Like, the best way to put it is, like, after, like, a couple weeks of this, like, crimes in his area specifically have, like, dwindled down to, like, stopped damn near. Like, because, like, Izuku damn near, like, put everyone, and I mean like, made them go blind, just doing this gruesome shit. Like, to be honest, he's not killing people, he's doing some shit that Batman would do, which is kind of like, okay, but, fuck, he's not purposefully blinding people. He's maiming the fuck out of people on purpose. Like, so, like, Izuku is basically, like, his thing is, the monsters stay at night because I terrorize the day. Like, that shit, Izuku sometimes, and I do mean, like, only sometimes, like, comes out at night just because he's bored. And, like, at this point, like, his parents kind of, like, they can't stop him. They tried already. They can't. And they're pretty certain, like, with the amount of fights Izuku has under his belt, he'll be fine. Because the amount of fucking, like, violence this boy has been able to dish out on grown-ass men is, to be honest, appalling. Like, and each time, like, he goes to this military academy, there's this kid named Damian that he talks to, but he doesn't really, like that much. Like, it's one of those situations where, like, Damian Wayne is kind of just like a thing that exists to him. Like, he doesn't really give a fuck about him. He doesn't. Like, at all. Because, like, he's just like, well, shit. It is how it is. You know what I'm saying? But, like, Damian then tells Batman, hey, he goes to my school. Like, after a while, like, during that like a month skip. So, like, Batman finally figures out where the fuck this kid lives. And it's like, kind of like, on his day off, just like, as Izuku's doing his weird little patrol thing with, like, because he kind of fucked with his bat a little bit to make it kind of collapsible. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's smart. He has technological know-how, which is impressive at Izuku's age for some. So, like, when Damian and him are basically, like, chilling, just walking around, like, there's a mugging that, like, happens, like, down the street, and he's like, oh, one moment, I'll take this. And he just starts walking up, and he's still in school uniform. He puts on leather gloves, pulls out, like what seems to only be a bat handle, like a wide bat handle, until he, like, starts flipping the bat handle, and it becomes, well, an actual bat. And, Izuku's exact MO, to the T, fucking whips glass in homie's eyes and beats the shit out of them. Like, out of them. And, like, Damian's watching how, like, unrefined it is. Like, it's like, okay, I could take him. Like, probably. What he doesn't know about his powers. Which, like, 1 second is in a fight is like 4 in real time. You know what I'm saying? Because 1 second is a pretty long time. You could do a lot of shit in 1 second. Heck, in a fight, you could have, like, a dodge time of 1 second. Like, that shit, it depends on how you fight. But, back to it. After, like, Izuku's done, he looks at the person, call the cops, yeah? And he just walks off. And he's still in school uniform, so technically he's kind of repping school after he recollapses his bat and, like, walks up to Damian and they keep going home. Like, because granted, like, Damian kind of gets picked up near Izuku's house. So it's like, huh. So Damian and him are slowly but surely becoming, like, homies. All the way until, like, he sees, like, Bruce Wayne in a limo, and he's just like, he doesn't know why, but something feels off. Like deja vu. But, like, really bad. But as soon as he hears him talk and say, hello, Damian, it's just like, ah. And it's like, I see. And he says that out loud and just starts walking off. And it's like, where are you going? I'm going home. And it's like, don't you want to ride? Dude, I live right here. Like, here, I literally live, like, 1 block down. I'll be fine. So, like, he doesn't know 100% it's Batman. But, like, he's 50-50. Because he has the same head shape, has just about the same jawline. Well, at least the jawline has the suit. He doesn't know yet for certain. And it's like, it's kind of, it's weird, because like Damian's getting that vibe to where, nah, no way just from hearing my fucking voice he fucking put that together, right? He's not this smart. So, like, and he knows if he pushes it, he'll probably, like, be found out, so he's just not going to push it. But, like, all reality, like, when Izuku gets home, what he does is basically take off his, like, uniform, because that shit's expensive, and he, like, folds it up, puts it in the dryer, all that usual, clean that shit up, because you're going in school tomorrow with it. And proceeds to, like, go on his little patrol. That is a cool background picture. Ooh, that is nice. But, yeah, no, when it comes down to, like, Izuku on specifically how he wants to do things, how he fights, all that other stuff. Like, Batman finally just rocks up on him and just flat out says, why are you doing this during the day now? And he straight up says, my mom yelled at me for doing it during the nighttime. And she's not yelling at you now? No, because this is all she could really ask for, to be honest. It's like, why is that all she could really ask for you? Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I enjoy fighting. I don't do this because it's right. I do this because I find it entertaining. And like, him and like Izuku have this weird conversation about mortals. And then he realizes Izuku's a little fucking psycho. Like, Izuku is completely fine with killing people, as long as they try to kill him. Like, which is why he's so, with zero hesitation, threw the knife at Harley. Because if Batman was not there, she would be a corpse. It's not a question, because that shit would have hit her straight in the jugular, and she would have bled to death. She would not have survived. She would be dead. You know what I'm saying? So, like, the interesting thing is, Batman's like, fuck, I need to reel this kid in. Like, he's trying to figure out how the fuck he could, like, not have to fight him later. Because, like, eventually he's gonna get bored. And he's gonna be like, oh, fucking, I'm gonna fight Batman. And I want to see how possibly fun this could be. So, like, when Izuku's like, well, I might as well get moseying on, it's like, wait, yo, hold up. And, like, don't you go to that military school? And because this is the same day, and it's like, yeah? You're the kid that beat up, like, half of the staff, right? It wasn't half the staff, it was the staff, except for the principal. I got sick of this shit. Yeah, so I beat them. Because I said, and I quote, "There, you can't beat all of us." And I said, I beg to differ. ever, and they decided to do a 1 versus like 60 asked teachers beat my ass contest, and I won. What I won was simple. I won a I ended up winning a very, very fun amount of money. Money from the people's wallets. In purses. Which, like, Batman realizes, not only is he a fucking psycho, he's a skeevy little shit. Like, he's a slick fuck. Okay. Like, he's like, I see. I see how it is now. So, like, granted, Izuku does get steered in a direction to where, hey, you could do this, it's funner. And it's like, is it though? I mean, I like the adrenaline rush you get from fighting people. Like the adrenaline is fun. And like, then he realizes, oh fuck, he is a terrible combination. Like, he is an adrenaline junkie, psycho skeezy fuck that enjoys to fight people. And it's like, oh fuck, this is not good. He will eventually get bored of fighting random thugs and like go after big people. Like, which Izuku is already bored of fighting thugs. He has already been interrogating them. And on like small groups of like gangs and boss fights, basically. Like, he's basically trying to unlock the boss fights. Because he's beating the shit and like putting people in like hospitals and wheelchairs and shit enough to where like organized crime members such as Two-Face and Penguin are starting to get kind of pissed. Like, Izuku is fucking, like, beating the shit out of both of their thugs. And it's not really that much of a challenge, it seems. Because Izuku walks out without a fucking scratch. Like, so, like, most times, if not, Izuku walks back home, because personally he's done with the conversation, Batman's done with the conversation. They end up splitting ways. And like, what happens is Izuku like goes up the stairs into his house, and like the mask was on a table. And Izuku, being kinda clumsy and not paying attention, he slipped on the wet floor because his mother just mopped, slammed his face into the open end of the mask, and just kinda like, ugh, fuck, that hurt. And like, Izuku didn't realize he became Big Head. Like, he didn't realize. Didn't even know yet. So like, when he got up, he's like, his father ran in the room. It's like, what the fuck is going on? It's like, the mother didn't know. Neither did the father if it was going to work on Izuku. Turns out it did. And, oh god. So, when Izuku, like, gets up and he's like, that was annoying. You could have told me that you were mopping, man. Like, and the mother and the father are just looking like, Izuku? And it's like, what? I'm tired. I want to go to sleep. So, like, almost like without thinking, Izuku, like, takes his shoes off at the door. Walks upstairs. And, like, the mother and father are like, what the fuck? Like, because this is still like, well, it's not 3 months. Like, the 3 months are kind of over. This is after, because the Damian thing. But, regardless, like, Izuku kind of just dealt, and he didn't know that the mask was on. So, like, the father and the mother don't know what the fuck to do. Like, because they think Izuku's gonna be evil. When that is far from the case. With that cliffhanger, that's where I'm gonna wrap it up. Hope all of you have enjoyed. Once again, thank you for 500 subscribers. And I'd only have one thing to say. Like, comment, and subscribe. This one is not going to be out for a while. Because I kind of ripped my own story into a corner. And I'm going to have to figure out what the fuck that's up with. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Click the bell icon for notifications of my uploads. All that other shit. But, yeah, no. Thank you all for watching. And, goodbye.